Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Not Your Journey to Take, Early Morning Sip and Chat. My name is Keisha Mason Campbell. I am the author of Not Your Journey to Take. I also teach women that no is a complete sentence. I show them how to establish healthy boundaries with their family members while putting their needs first. So let's get into it. Setting boundaries. We've been talking all week about setting boundaries as far as your goals and New Year's resolutions. And I said New Year's resolutions to me are temporary. So I don't set New Year's resolutions. However, I do set goals. So when I'm setting goals, I set goals that I can obtain and goals that I can't see, but I know is going to come to pass for me. Good morning, Sandy. So when we talk about goals, right, versus New Year's resolutions, because we have a few more days into the first week of the new year, and then we'll let go of the conversation about New Year's resolutions. So you're talking about goals and New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions, I don't set again because to me they're temporary. They don't last long. But when we talk about goals, goals can fall into the category of setting our boundaries, right? And we want to set our boundaries with our family members, with our friends, with our spouses, with our children. And you also want to set boundaries with yourself because you have to put you first. Because if you don't, you can't show up for anybody else. Right? So when I say learn that no is a complete sentence, if someone is asking something of you and you can't show up, you don't want to do it, you can't do it, the answer is no. There's no explanation needed. There's no additional conversation that has to happen unless you want to. Because remember, this is about you putting you first. Not that you love someone any less. Not that you won't show up for them and that you won't take care of them. But you can't take care of them if you haven't taken care of you. Right? So learning that no is a complete sentence is being comfortable with yourself and being comfortable in your no. And being comfortable in your no sometimes takes some getting used to if you are the go-to person. You're the yes person. You're always showing up for everybody else person. So that no sometimes can be a little difficult to say. It can be a little difficult to give someone that no without an explanation, without having to share why, without having to explain. Right? But you don't have to do that. Your no is a complete sentence. And whoever you're speaking with, they will respect your no. But if you're willing to give an explanation, they're going to take that too. You'd be surprised of the conversations that you can have with people when you're setting up your boundaries. And they will respect it more than you know. But if you allow people to get past your boundary and continue to ask for what they want or do what they want or say what they want, they're going to continue because you have given them permission because you haven't said no. Setting healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries doesn't mean I don't love you, doesn't mean I won't show up for you, doesn't mean that I won't be there for you. Setting healthy boundaries means I am putting me first, and where you fit in is where you will get in. Doesn't mean, you don't want to be there for them, but how can you be there for somebody else if you're not there for yourself? That's right, Sandy. Getting quite comfortable in content and you'll know without an explanation. It feels absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, it feels absolutely amazing. But I think for so long we've been trained to say, no, because, no, I can't, and, well, I could, but, I got to tell you no because of this or because of that. You don't have to. I promise you people will respect your no. Maybe not at first if you are not used to saying no. If people aren't used to receiving your no, it'll be okay. And they'll respect that. And that's also you teaching without teaching. Because as they see you say no, they'll be like, wait a minute. I can do that too. And I'm not saying for everybody in the world to go around saying no, 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 no. What I am saying is put you first. Put you first. We all like to travel. And if you don't travel or you don't catch planes, you've seen a movie with a plane, right? And you see the flight attendant doing her little, right, telling you what to do. Then she gets to the point to say, hey, if the cabin loses pressure, the oxygen will fall down. Put your mask on first, right? Put your mask on first, and then help everybody else, right? So that's just in everyday life. I can't help you if I haven't helped me. If I'm not healthy, I can't help you be healthy. I can't show you the ropes. I can't tell you where to go. I can't tell you what to do. I can't do that if I am not in a good space myself. I can't do that if I'm not taking care of me. So as long as you are taking care of you first, then you can help others. But remember, you've got to take care of you first. So when we talk about the 3 things I want you to take away from this live and in the comments, let's talk about our goals. What goals do you have set for this year? And remember, goals are obtainable. Or you can set goals so high that you're like, wow, I may not be able to get this goal. But you can. But it's up to you to believe. It's up to you to set that goal and go and obtain it. And granted, we may set that goal for the first quarter. We may work towards that goal. But I can promise you that while you're working towards that goal, if you don't meet that specific goal, you have met some thresholds. You have absolutely met some thresholds where if you haven't met that specific goal with your boundaries, you have set up some boundaries along the way, because you have to do that. Because you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable with telling people no. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable with putting yourself first. Because most caregivers, most women are those ones that are nurturers, always putting everybody else first, always taking care of everybody else, always looking out for everybody else, always checking for everybody else. And there's nothing wrong with it. But you can't do it unless you're taking care of you first, right? So the 3 things I tell you to take away from this live, and the lives all week, and the lives for the rest of the week, and the first week in January 2023. Learn that no is a complete sentence. It might be only 2 letters. It might be a short word, but no is a complete sentence. Establish healthy boundaries. You do not have to show up every time that phone rings. You don't have to answer that phone every time it rings. You don't have to respond to that email immediately. Right? You don't have to do that. Take a moment. Take a breath. That phone rings, just take a deep breath. If the phone call ends before you answer it, it's okay. You'll get a text. You'll get a voicemail. And if no response is left, then the call really wasn't that important. And that's okay. As long as you understand that I have put me first, answering that phone, I'll get to it when I can. Showing up for everybody else, I'll do that once I take care of me. Right? So those 3 things, learn that no is a complete sentence. Establish healthy boundaries with family, with friends, with spouses, with children, with parents. Establish the healthy boundaries. Doesn't mean you love them any less. Doesn't mean you love them any more. Just means that you're putting you first. And you're starting with loving yourself. And the third one is putting yourself first. Put yourself first. Right? Even to the flight attendant says, put on your mask first and then help others. So this is my early morning sip and chat. I've been looking forward to seeing you guys like every morning. I've been looking forward to seeing your comments after if you're watching the replays. So in the comments or DM me, tell me at least one boundary that you have set as a goal for 2023. And if you're feeling bold, tell me how you plan to accomplish that goal in 2023. And even if you can't tell me for the entire year, right? Because sometimes we have to start in pieces, right? We have to start in pieces. Tell me a goal that is a boundary that you have set for the first quarter, the first 30 days, the first 60 days. We can start small. Put it in the comments. Send me a DM. Share with me a boundary that you have set as a goal for yourself, either in the first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or in the first year of 2023. So I want to thank you for watching me live. Thank you for watching the replay. My name is Keisha Mason Campbell. I am the author of Not Your Journey to Take, and I teach women that no is a complete sentence, and I show them how to establish healthy boundaries with families, all while putting their needs first. I thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a super fantastic day. Bye-bye.